podcast. Too much of anything. Too much of anything could be toxic. It's the Overdose podcast. It's the Overdose podcast. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's nobody but your girl, Chris. Everybody, welcome in. Welcome to the Overdose podcast. Too much of anything can be considered what? Toxic. So, guys, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you having the patience and kindness and getting ready to get this show started. Of course, we got special guests on today, but I want everybody to know, why do fools fall in love, right? Why do you fall in love? Like, I really need, why do fools fall in love, baby? Today gonna be hot and heavy. We got special guests. Guys, of course, I want you all to remember to be sure that you make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Overdose podcast. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and also I'm running the page and I'm on my actual TikTok, and that is Disabled But Able Chris. We do have our panelists that are up with us at this time, and of course, they'll introduce themselves momentarily, but I just wanted to show some love and, of course, do a reflection on today. Of course, we always on every single show love to our good people. We show appreciate everybody that stops in and participates us out, and I want to show some major love to one of our panelists, Victoria Poole. We always show love to her business. Let me get some details on that for you right here. 1 second. Go ahead and go to CJ. Go ahead. Can't hear you.
Chat,
What up?
chat. I miss y'all. It's good to see y'all. Happy Thursday. We back. You know what I'm saying? We back.
Thank you, RJ. TJ, your turn. TJ in India.
Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear us?
Yes.
I'm TJ. This is my wife India. And we're a same gender loving married couple, as you can see. Our TikTok information, well, mine is TJ and hers is India. And you can catch us on Instagram. Mine is TJ is a vibe because I'm definitely a vibe.
You are a vibe, friend. You a vibe. You a vibe. You a
So,
vibe. All right. All right. Kia B. Kia B. Let's hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Come on the on the main screen you're on right now. Mute TikTok.
Okay.
Not on TikTok. You on here.
Okay. Greetings, everybody. I'm Kia. I'm a wife of 20 years. I'm married to Chris. He's amazing. I have three beautiful kids. I am a stay-at-home wife, mother, veteran. I'm many
I
things.
don't hear her. Go ahead, Q. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Baby Q. I'm single. Um, I'm a traveling music manager, and you can find me on Instagram at Baby Q underscore the manager.
Ooh, thank you, baby Q. All right, I'm trying to check everybody's connection. Can you guys hear us okay on TikTok? As well as can everybody hear us?
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I hear you.
I
I
can hear
hear
you.
somebody said they couldn't
Okay.
hear. All right, just making sure you guys can hear everything. Kia B,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't see you on the panel.
Oh,
There we go.
can you hear me?
Yes, there you go.
Okay. Hello. Is it
Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
So I am Kia. I am a wife of 20 years to my husband Chris. We have three beautiful kids. I'm a homeschool mom. I am a travel agent. I love to travel and collect fragrances. That's my thing.
All right. Thank you so much. So we have a diverse panel on tonight. Shouts out to everybody on this panel. I already know it's about to be a situation on the Overdose podcast. So let's get to it. Of course, TikTok, make sure you guys chime in. Make sure you guys chime in on your thoughts. We'll include that within the show. So let's get started, guys. So here is the clip. Everybody check it out. We are what? Why do fools fall in love? Before I show this clip, tell me what y'all give me your definition of what love looks like for you. Let's go. RJ.
I'm gonna let the married couples go. They got it.
Yeah, let them go.
Okay.
Let them do it
all
because they
right,
in
you
the
said
relationship.
what love looks
What
like?
love looks like for you.
Mushy, gushy, doing any and everything that you thought you would never do. That's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like. India, what it look like?
Sharing, caring, compromise. Um, this is hard work.
My.
Put
Thank
in
you
that
so
work.
much. Gotta make it work. Kia, 20 years. 20 years in this thing. What it look like for you?
It looks like falling in love over and over again. It looks like long suffering sometimes. It looks like sacrifice. It looks like rebuilding and falling apart and putting it all back together.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Baby Q. What it
Love
look like
don't
for you?
live. Love don't live here anymore.
Love don't live here anymore, Lord. It did it abandon your friend.
It
It
done
abandoned
abandoned.
you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. In my profession, you just can't do it.
You can't do it. What does
No,
it
because
look like for you?
I'm always busy. So for me, it's like I don't have the time for one right now. But if I did have the time, would be what she said, compromising, mushy, going on trips. Relationships are hard work. Like it's like a job. It's like
Mm-hmm.
going to school. Like you have to be consistent with it. It's not like
Right.
you can do it today and then tomorrow you fall off. No, you got to be consistent with it.
You
So
gotta be
if
consistent.
you're not consistent with it, then it's not gonna work.
Right, 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 right. Okay, okay, okay. RJ, give me something. RJ.
Let's see. Trials and tribulations,
Okay.
Mm,
compromising, communication, having that person, that you can
be
be deep with,
nervous.
have that deep, intelligent, intellectual type of conversation.
Mm, mm. Well, my friend, well, my friend, well, my friend, I'm about to show a clip for you guys, and it's about to be crazy, okay? It's about to be bananas. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this clip. Let you guys see what you guys are feeling about this. Let's see. Woo! Let me bring everybody back up on that right there. Okay, 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 okay. Everybody, let's go, let's go. So, what is your take on that clip? RJ, I already know you ready. What? What's up?
So I've watched that clip. I clap to that clip. Shout out to the boy Trip, intelligent mind. Um, you said everything correct on the dot. You can't go through relationships based off like. We too grown out here. You gotta have that conversation. You gotta do your homework for real. I agree with it.
You
100%.
agree with it? Yeah. All right,
With
married
it.
couple, CJ and India, what y'all feel? What's your take?
I agree with RJ. Like the liking part is elementary. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he was pretty much saying, like, "Whoo, you got to put in that work." You ain't gonna you gonna have some good days, but what really makes the relationship or the marriage work is getting through those bad days, those
Right.
days that have you questioning, like, "Am I still supposed to be here?"
Or do
Right.
I want to
Or do you
Right?
want to be there? Facts, facts.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think we get caught up in the potentials and we get caught up in what we want and what we think we want. So we can get real deep into that. Oh, we going there. So Kia B, what you feeling? Talk to me.
My daddy told me a long time that we're like really quickly and said, we like a lot of things, but are they good for us? But my very important lesson before I ever started dating. He was like, one thing about love, love don't pay bills. You can't eat it. You can't call the phone. And so they don't love. So when you start bringing those things together, that love is very compatible.
Mm. I hear you, girl. I hear you. I hear you. Q, what you think, Q?
I agree with everybody on here, especially her, Tia. And she said, love don't pay no bills.
It
It don't.
don't. It don't.
It
It
don't.
don't.
It don't.
But even in saying when they were talking about like a lot.
Oh, I thought you did. Can you hear me?
What happened?
Sure.
Yeah, I said no romance without finance.
Mm.
Love don't cost a thing.
Hey, keep
Hi.
it going.
Period.
It's storming, so the storm is going out.
Mm.
So the thing about it is that we all have to take into account what we bring into a situation. Like if you like somebody, there's a preliminary stage, right? You're getting to know, you like somebody, you're feeling them, the attractiveness. So what starts you to even considering a person? Let's start right there. What part does it play where you start considering somebody?
The intellectual conversations.
There you go. Honestly, the first thing I look at is the shoes.
What? You checking out the shoe game?
Yeah. I check out how you
Come on.
moving by your, you know what I'm saying? Like the shoes
Yeah.
matter because, and it's not
Yeah.
like to go on you, but it's just like what you really be doing. You be on your feet, you be moving, you be doing big things. You know what I mean? Do they
Right.
lean to the side a little bit? That means, and it also means
Wait.
that you may not care about those little things.
Priorities.
So yeah, it's priorities, right? But more so like I vibe off of being stimulated mentally. So what type of conversations, dialogues are we having? I cannot stand small talk. So we have to like peel those layers, get beneath the surface. So that's what
Man. But it's like one of those things, but no, the shoes ain't right. You telling me I ain't good?
no, that's not it. I'm saying I'm looking at the shoes to see how you moving, how you going about in life. If they leaning, that don't mean that I'm about past you. I'm just like, what got them things leaning?
What if I'm slow foot or something? If I'm slow
Nah,
foot and bow legged, what you gonna do
I'm
then?
just saying. I'm just saying.
Shoes don't lean. They
No, it
actually-
makes me look at. It makes me think about like your shoes is not a priority. Maybe something else is.
Oh my god! Oh my god! So, but seriously, people really think like you have to have like it's. Let me not even go there. Q, what does it take? What does it take to you to even like somebody? What is it?
How they move, what their goals are, how they interact with their family, if they're a family person. Because I'm big on family. So if you're not cool with your family, then we can't rock no way. Because I like to be around my people. I like to do the barbecues and I let the family reunion shit like that. So if you're not about that, then yeah, we can't even rock, bro. And like you said, them shoes.
She is y'all. She is shoe
And shoes.
okay.
I'm a shoe fanatic. So don't ask me.
So that's how it worked with India, TJ. The shoes first.
Don't even ask her that because when we first started dating, like I'm a slides person. I always wear slides. So when we first started dating, when it got to winter and it was snowing outside, we was about to go on a date. She said, "Please don't wear them slides." So she know. Like,
Did she say don't
I'm
wear the
worried about
slide?
other people's shoes, and I don't even have on real shoes.
Oh my lord.
Listen, so somebody in TikTok, they were saying that sometimes like does not bring about stability. How do you guys feel about that? But are we even thinking about stability at the time of the like or lust?
Part, yeah, I'm not looking at that part.
You not?
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's
So
too
at what
soon.
age do you start looking at that?
When it gets serious.
Yeah, if I feel like I'm finna bank you my girlfriend or my significant other, then I'm looking at stuff like that. Then I'm looking at your finances too. I gotta see how you move. You gonna pay your bills? I gotta pay your bills and my bills. I'm just trying to figure out.
Okay, but
I
in
need
the
to know
life,
what that credit. I need to know what that
wait,
credit score look like. You
I
feel
gotta
me?
know what that
you
credit
worry
score.
about that credit score. Y'all is killing me. Why would y'all worry about them people credit score and you don't even know if you want to be with them?
That means you ain't gonna pay your bills on time. We gonna be
That
sitting
ain't
outside when you're in the
true.
relationship.
What you mean? When it hold on. So hold on. So
Somebody said
when
it
it gets
doesn't
that
come with
serious,
it because like is fickle as it should be. Like is fickle. She said like is fickle, people. It is fickle.
I agree because when India and I first met, I was nowhere near together. I was a mess all across the board. My demeanor was different. My attitude was different. When they say she saw the best in me, she really saw the best in me because I was a mess. So I don't think you have to have it together starting off. You know what I mean? I think it's about your mindset in a direction where you want to hear that. That's important too. And then you show little pieces along the way, like you putting in the effort, and that's it's convincing. Because if you have every single thing together, then I feel like what do we have to work on? What do we need to grow together on? If everything is together, if everything seems perfect.
Yeah, someone said
That's a
it's just
question.
if you're willing to get it together. That's the biggest part. Are you willing to do it?
that's
Yeah.
the key word.
But who?
Willing.
But my thing with that is who wants to build somebody? Like I'm 42. I don't want to build nobody. I want somebody already built. I don't got time to raise no kids.
But see,
So that's
it
my thing.
depends. Life is full of ups and downs, right?
It
So I
is.
had my ups, and when she and I would start rocking, I had my downs. So it's not like I never knew what that was like, or I never felt what that was like. It was just a low point in my life. So it's gonna be like that. So
Yeah,
to have somebody,
life does do life in. Life does life. But
yeah,
I think
life is life.
But when you're in the like phase, right? I feel like it's steps to it. Like you're not gonna know everything about me until we progress to certain levels. It's levels to me. So if
Yeah,
it's
it's levels
levels
to
to
this.
me, I'm not
Levels
gonna
and layers.
yeah, and I'm not gonna have
Yeah.
an expectation
you,
in the
you
like dating phase. Now we decide to go further than what you mean, Q? If we decide to go further than that, that's when I get to ask those pungent questions
no,
that are
I ask
important. What do
offhand.
y'all think?
No, I ask offhand. I gotta
I
know
guess
what I'm getting
Why?
into. Because I got to know what I'm getting myself into. I feel like time with me and my situation, just me, my situation as far as like life and stuff. So I'm not gonna waste not 1 second, not 1 minute. If I feel like you're not potential, I'm not gonna do it. Time waits on no one. I go walk out that door right now and get hit by a car, and I wasted my 1 minute on you. I'm not gonna do that.
Wait, Jesus, did you waste your 160 seconds?
My one,
Did you waste your 160 seconds, Lord?
my,
But that's true. But a lot of people have a hard time those different phases of it, right? So even me, I can admit that I'm
Go ahead, speak here.
Oh, I was
huh?
just wondering if anybody could hear me.
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
hear
if
we,
you
you.
we
are
hear
a
you. We can hear
thing,
you.
I'm
Okay.
like, let's talk. Let's go have a whole different type of conversation. But what if you ready and the other person isn't? What do you do with that?
Walk
Nothing.
away.
Walk away.
No, you
What
can't do
y'all
nothing.
walking away? Y'all just giving up. I thought y'all checking shoes and credit scores. You just giving up that quick.
That's why
That's hold on. Credit scores. That's progress. You feel me? That's credit scores comes into it when you say, "Hey, listen, I think we should move in together." You feel me? That's the part you got to bring it
No,
up.
I need to know that before
no.
you move
I do
in.
I do my credit score before I move in. I need to see if you
I'm
got
not.
good credit.
I wasn't doing none of that. None of that was
See, but
important to
in my
me
mind,
for
it's not.
real.
See, it's not. See, my thing is this: don't have me in the dark on something that I need to know. That's how I feel. Don't
Yeah.
have me in the dark on something I need to know. So if you like me, you supposed to be grown enough to say, "Hey, Chris, you know what I'm saying, what's up? This is what I'm feeling. This is how I feel." And when you do that, that eliminates a lot of error in the situation. Don't y'all think?
And it's for communication.
Look what Naya said.
But Naya said, nah, first time you spend the night, baby. I need to know. Naya said, listen him. As soon as you think about spending the night over him, I need to know
Oh,
everything.
we know what type of time she on. You feel me?
But
And I
listen,
went to my,
but if you feel rushed, do you feel a rush situation? Like, cause I've been told I rush, I'm too fast, and I don't know how the hell is that.
how
Because
how you do that? I've been
yeah,
knowing you
What
for
yeah,
half
what
my
you
does
life.
that
Rush in what
mean? That
way?
could vary from person.
Yeah, how?
Even when it comes
yes.
to like what Naya said, like we gonna get it on or whatever, is that even rushing? We all grown here. So it's like whatever you feel led to do, as long as the person is okay with it, I don't see why we have to put limits on our
Well,
capabilities.
That's
listen, but
right.
for
You
me,
feel me? You feel me?
listen,
If the vibe is right, let's get it on. You feel me?
Hey, if the vibe is
you
right,
all
let's make it
excuse me.
tight.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous of all y'all on TikTok. I'm jealous of all y'all on this. I cannot just do that. I could not just rock
What's
the boat.
okay? So what's stopping you?
I can't just
Bingo,
rock the boat.
bingo. Let's talk
You
about
don't
it
be
because
That's
I've
making
been
that
asking.
face.
I've been
I don't.
asking you this
I didn't
question.
rock the
We've
boat.
been
I ain't
having
gonna
this
rock the boat about
conversation.
2 weeks in, man.
Come on
You
now.
2 weeks.
you stopping your own self because we
You did
grown
not
out
rock
here.
the
We
boat,
can
y'all.
do.
Let me give y'all some background. This one right here, Elizabeth, right there. She swears she know, but I was with this joker for 11 years. Okay, so let's be very clear. You did not rock the boat. Oh no, first, you a lie and your breath stink. If you smell his, you
Hold
did
on.
good.
not. Okay, let's be very
Chris,
clear.
Dr.
You got
Crystal,
close, but you didn't. So I
Dr.
say all that
Crystal,
to say
Dr.
you got
Crystal,
close, but you didn't.
Dr.
So
Crystal. That's
listen,
a
well,
you must
I
forgot.
say
You
all
must
that to
forgot.
say, how do you go? Like, why is it? See, I'm gonna set a limit, right? Don't be making that face. Look at this camera. I'm gonna set a limit, right? And in my limit, I'm gonna like, okay, have I set boundaries, right? I set boundaries. How is it so easy if you're in the like stage? How is it so easy for you to go there just because you're grown?
Because why are you setting boundaries when it comes to your
Can y'all
natural
hear me?
feelings? If you feel
I
a
don't hear
certain
you.
way,
I can hear.
then you must act a certain way. Because when you're upset, you're going to naturally act like you're upset. You're going to show it, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
you're feeling yourself and feeling spicy, then why not show that spice? Why not give that
You
spice?
gotta earn that spice.
Oh, they earning it. If they
TJ,
got
I
you
didn't.
feeling spicy, they
T,
already earned it.
TJ, I didn't earn it.
He didn't earn it.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry,
Look,
do.
TJ, I didn't
so
earn it.
when we had like our first, which it wasn't even supposed to have been a date, but it transitioned to a date. I was
Uh-huh.
feeling sad about something. I was like, anybody y'all want to go out for some drinks, right? When she responded, I said, X everybody off the list. We gonna go out
Mm-hmm.
have some drinks, even though she held me up with getting ready. So we out, the conversation transitioned from like a friend zone to like, man, I can't wait till we leave this spot. So we got in a car, the CAR, and things got a little heavy in the car. And she looked at me and she was
Why she
like,
laughing so hard? She's so cute.
because she knows, look, Shorty was an acrobat that night. But anyway,
Okay, come on, gymnast.
Oh wow.
Gymnast.
so but she
Gymnast.
did ask though, because it's nice to do a check-in. So she looked at me and she was like, you ready? Halfway there, I was like, yeah. She
Wait, I hear you. India with the spice. Okay. So listen, and Nia said on here, physical is some people's love language. Angel said it may be chemistry that you have with someone.
Yeah.
That's a fact too.
yeah,
That's a fact too.
Physical is my
that
definite
chemistry,
love
you can't
language.
deny that.
I believe that chemistry can really change the atmosphere. I think it can really change the atmosphere. I think it can really cause some things to happen. And it's just really one of those things that you kind of just have to identify what's best for that situation or that moment. Your take, Q.
What was the question, ma'am?
I said, what's your take? Like, will you move on chemistry alone? Would you move on chemistry first day?
I moved on chemistry with your ass.
You
Hey.
did, but it wasn't no first day. And you a lie and your breath stink. Nah, don't make me pull the rest.
So our
You
first
did
date wasn't even
not
that.
go down on no first date. That's a lie and
I
your breath.
did. Our
You
first
did
date.
not.
Our
It was
first date was
actually
at
6 days in to be.
our
What
first date was
credit
was
score
on the
you?
college campus. Was on the
Mhm.
college campus, man.
Ooh, see?
She
Yeah.
was in she was in college when I met her. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
I met her on the chat line. Let's get that clear.
Yes, spit it out. Spit it out.
Back in the day, the chat line was popping. Y'all remember that? The
It
little
sure
chat line.
was.
You say your little speech and your real little girl in. I wrote.
Yeah. That's right.
And
Oh,
my
we
little
know.
music playing. And my little music playing in the background. Yeah. And so then she at the time I didn't even have no cell phone. Krista mailed me a cell phone. That's
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a real one.
right. Krista mailed me a cell phone, and then we started talking after that. When I got up to her school the first day, I hid when I got up there.
See? Look, she
Something about
can't
that
even
vibe. You
her.
feel me? If the vibe is good, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. It's like,
It's
why
about
deny it?
yeah. Why? Her energy was already good anyway. And like you just said, when I got with her, I was done. I had just got out of jail.
But it was
I
steps. It's steps to it. That's all I'm saying. It's
Nah,
steps
it wasn't no
to it.
steps that
ain't no
night.
steps.
Yes,
It
it
ain't no steps.
was.
It was steps to that
You
room.
didn't even come to my school. What is you
Steps in the
talking
name of
about?
love.
Right.
No, you got a cell phone because I needed to communicate with you. I did all that. So that was back in the day, y'all. You know how long ago that was? That was a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
So
That's
people
real.
be thinking I'm doing too much. Nah, baby, I don't do too much, baby. I've been who
You
I
been
am. You
doing
feel me?
You've
But
been doing too much.
Yeah.
no, but we was no, but 11 years later is what it was. But ultimately, all I'm saying is that there's stages to when you like somebody. So, guys, when do you think if you really like somebody and you're into them, what is the next step you take? What does that step look like to let the
Becoming exclusive.
Facts.
I agree to
Not
you.
giving your time and energy and still being on the lookout. Like logging out and deleting your chats and your online profiles.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds
yes, somebody said y'all saying first. I don't know what they got going on in here.
You on the same
It's
thing.
levels to it.
No, it's crazy.
U-Haul on the second day. In my world, it is.
Wow, yo,
Come
wow.
on, you all. You all.
What they
How about
say?
Kia? Kia, how about you've been married 20 years. So what does that look like? What does that look like?
okay. So, yeah, some of you guys have heard. So me and my three broke up, and then he came back. So I want to be with you. Now, when he said we,
Oh
Going
my
in and
God.
out.
You freezing for me.
It's going in and out, Kia.
It going in and out.
You're going in and out, Kia.
Now she frozen on my end.
Yeah, mine too.
Kia, if you're on, you're on. Go
She
unmute
moving
on
TikTok.
TikTok. We'll be able to hear you.
Yeah, she moving on TikTok.
Unmute on TikTok. We'll be able to hear you. That thing say you all on the second date.
so can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Kia.
Yeah, okay.
I can't hear.
We can hear you on TikTok.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Okay. So now, so what that was, I thought we were up and we're gonna go on some dates. No, that. And when I tell you from October, the first date to the next October, we were married. 3 dates. And so what I was trying to talk to you guys about is nobody dating purpose? Like everybody is just like, I'm like, the first thing I want to do is observe your character. That was me. But that was kind of, I'm gonna say, before Christ. Okay, after Christ, after I discovered Christ. Before that, we ain't gonna talk about that. So after Christ, I was like, I need to watch the character a little bit, and then I was about dating with purpose. So like, state your intentions with me, make it plain, and if you're not trying to get married, I don't want to talk about it. Now, before I was saved, yeah, I was with the other program, like, hey, let's get down. But once I found Christ, I was like, let me do something a little bit different. And then I got married. Okay.
I can't hear you,
When
Chris.
you're
Can't
dating
hear you.
for a purpose, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right, so you're dating for a purpose. There's a reason. Like people take dating. I'm like, if it's because I'm interested in possibly to going or seeking the next level in whatever potential may be out there. So with that being said, do you become fearful if somebody has a stronger approach than you do when it comes to trying to state your claim on something or someone?
To me, it depends. Like when we first started kicking it, I didn't quite know where to place her in my life because I was used to toxic stuff. I always knew there was something special about India. Like she's a beautiful person on the inside and outside, but I didn't know what to do with her, so I wasn't ready.
Mhm.
And then I continue on to go back to my mess. And then it was like I had an epiphany one day. I had broke off with old girl, and I was like, I'm ready. But we couldn't go straight in because it was almost as if I was going through the proving stage. Like I'm not going to push her to the side again. I'm gonna really make it all about her. So it's like when you're not ready, it's going to manifest in your actions.
All
You know
right.
what I mean? And sometimes you try to convince yourself that you are because you want that good. You want that healthy.
Right.
But when you're a mess, it's like how do you maintain both of them at the same time?
Wow. Someone said, Maya said, dating with purpose plus chemistry, making self adjustments will automatically flow. So it will automatically flow. What y'all think about that?
Why you limit yourself?
Right.
Because that is just like if it flows, if you feeling the way that you feel, then why do you still? That's just like if somebody asks me, what's if I'm meeting let's say I just met India and we had a conversation and she's like, what's your favorite right? And I'm telling her based on my past. I'm not telling her based on what she and I would have. So it's like, why do you bring up things that somebody else brought out of you in your past? You don't know what your future, like what's going to come out of your future. So why limit yourself?
Wow. I think that sometimes we're driven by our past too much. We're driven by our past too much. Like we let our past dictate certain outcomes that aren't even present, right? So you might have been, you might have had terrible relationships and you may have had things to unfold in your life that were challenging. People didn't do you right. All the mishaps, the good, bad, and indifferent, to sum it all up. With that happening to you, I think sometimes what we do is we develop an unconscious fear, right? Of somebody doing what so-and-so them did to me before. Do you think ultimately stunts your ability to give a person a full opportunity to go from the liking to the next stages with you because you're so focused on what has already happened to you? Do it affects you?
That's a long question.
Break it
What
down.
y'all think? Yeah,
Break that down.
so
Break the
think
question
about it
down.
like this. If you have had a past that was rough and sketchy when it came to relationships and dating, When you had a past of such, it has given you a certain outlook on you, how you handle going into dating or relationships with other people. You're going based on past experiences. So with
Yeah.
that being said, do you feel like we should adjust how we think when we decide to ultimately go back out and date again? Do we need to allow the past to dictate what our future outcomes should be?
It's learning your mistakes. It's
Yeah.
Right.
called change. It's called changing the algorithm. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can't do the same things that you've done in the past. You got to switch it up. It's like you're meeting a whole new person. You got to switch up your game.
I
That's
think you got,
it.
with the experience you have from your last relationship, and then move with caution into the first one. If you see red flags, it's might have to go like, huh? And after,
You are breaking up so bad, kid.
Said
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I said sometimes we have to just move very cautiously moving forward in the sense that if you begin to see the same red flags that you saw in previous relationships, a little self number one, trauma, right? Right, common theme, if you see the same red flags in every relationship, am I the red?
Period.
Then the next thing is, you know what? Take from last relationship and apply that you like and love, and don't bring the next stuff to the next place.
Someone says self-evaluation, new boundaries. So that is very critical and pivotal, I think, too. I think what we all have to do is kind of self-reflect. What you think?
Say it again. I couldn't hear that last part.
Yeah,
So to
yeah, you were breaking up.
self-reflect, right, is to then take in what you've experienced and try to encourage it in a way where you don't want your past to dictate future outcomes. Because as your as your mechanism of knowing, the ins and outs, the goods and bads and all of that. But how fair is it to automatically negate every action that your past did to the new person or the potential entity that you're trying to date or develop something with?
You take lessons, like RJ said,
Mm-hmm.
from, hopefully you've learned some lessons, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? So you take that into your next situation and you apply it.
Right.
But also you be more open-minded and you don't be afraid to take those risks, because something can look good starting out. They can answer everything in the way that you need them to, and then they can switch up on you, like a waiting to exhale moment with Angela Bassett and her old dude. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
11 years. So
Yeah.
it's like always be on the lookout, always be aware, right? Be aware of who you're dealing with, but also be aware of yourself, because you're constantly changing and evolving, because now you're a different representation of yourself in this new situation, right? um
Right.
Dating with a purpose, regardless if it doesn't work out or not, I think it's all purposeful, whether it's on purpose to play games with you because my heart was broken in the last situation, whether it was on purpose to be friends with benefits, or whether it was on purpose to walk down the aisle one day. It's all a purpose. It's
Right.
just, what is your purpose?
Right. Baby Q, what you think?
I agree. Um,
Girl.
you should never, you should never let your past dictate your present. So, like, every relationship is a lesson. I learned from you. I learned from everybody I've been with. I learned that what I had to work on within myself to be a better person, and I also learned what I need to do to be in a better mate in a relationship. So if I learn
Right.
from my
Right.
mistakes and learn from my relationship, then my next relationship is going to be successful because I learned something. Just don't be in a relationship say, "Oh, we broke up," and then like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go with the next person." No, it's not supposed to go like that. You're supposed to take time, hear,
Right.
reflect, see what went wrong, dissect it, and then correct the problem.
Question:
Okay.
were you a fool that fell in love?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, well, yeah, I
Okay.
was.
Why do you think that?
Because like I told you, like when I got with Crystal, like I just got out of jail, and so it was like no, you ain't gonna stay there. You're not gonna stay there. She helped me get a job. She enrolled me in school. So like she made me a better person. So when a woman does that, and she's already stable and seeing the good in me, and I was bad, why not be a fool for love for her? Because nobody never done that before for me. Nobody. So
Okay.
Oh, you
So
sound
you
like a
was
grown
She
up.
into
saw, she saw the
You sound like a
potential in
grown
you.
up now.
You saw the
You sound
potential
like
in
a grown
you.
up now.
Hey, he saw the
Listen,
best
Ain't that
in
right, India? You
me.
saw the potential in
you done
TJ.
grew up, huh? You done grew up.
Okay.
You done grew up, y'all. Grew up like grew up. Okay. All right. So someone
Hey.
said in the chat, someone said, life grew up, honey. I hear you, friend. I hear you. So, with that being said, sometimes it's very hard for us to take into account our own roles we play in situations. We all have things like, do you know that you got things wrong with you? Somebody, guys, Psychology Today, go read it. It just look at at least one every month. There's an article that's depicting something where we have a hard time articulating what's wrong with us. And it's not necessarily what's wrong with us. It's those, we call it red flags these days. We got names for everything now. But we all have things in our life that someone can be opposed to. But does that mean necessarily that you're not dateable? That you're not somebody that can have or achieve a life with somebody? I totally dispel that, because everybody need to realize, I don't care who you get with, what job you go to, and this can apply across the board. We all got something. So when we realize we all have something, then where do we then give grace and mercy to people that fall short in comparison to you? Like, when do you give that grace and mercy to people? Do you? Because some people are hard. They have their list of what they require when they with somebody. They
You
have their
shaking your
list,
head
and
no,
if you don't
but
meet that list,
TJ
You
said
gotta
when
the
they
give a
shoes
ain't got
lot of
that
already.
grace.
list,
Yeah, but
huh?
TJ already
TJ gonna
said the
dog you
shoes
out if you ain't got
already.
the right shoes
Got
on,
no
man.
shoes on.
TJ leave
Nah,
you
no.
alone if them shoes ain't.
I
mm-hmm.
was saying India shaking her head like she ain't gonna get grace and mercy. That's all I received was grace and mercy,
Yeah, it
because
was in the
well,
beginning.
that was in the past.
Come on,
I
boys.
gotta know.
When he said not no more, not no
Not
more.
no
Right.
Because
more.
right now you at a whole different level. You at a whole different level of purpose when you're married.
Mm-hmm.
And even
But
in the dating
also,
part,
I think
go
that
ahead.
grace and mercy is important, because sometimes people don't realize the areas that they lack, right? I was unaware of, I thought those areas were my strength, the areas that I actually lacked in,
Mhm.
because I have this thing about me, and people call it controlling, but I want to fix everything before it gets to the point where I just want to be that fixer, or I want to go through it so you don't have to go through it. And so with that, it
Right,
comes with stepping in and not allowing you to be you, and me taking control over everything. And I thought that was a good thing.
right.
But you have to let people fall on their bottoms from time to time, because they're going to learn the lessons
Mhm.
that you learned. So it was a lot of grace and mercy thrown my way.
So how are you, Kia, being married 20 years, do you have to still extend that type of grace and mercy also?
Come
Use
closer. Come
TikTok. Use
closer.
TikTok, Mike.
Oh, can you
Use
hear me?
TikTok, Mike. Okay. Yeah.
Because there are just seasons in marriage that
Caption on.
I can't hear.
We
We
can't
can't
hear
hear
you.
you.
Mm.
Mute StreamYard and go unmute and use your volume on TikTok so we can hear you. Yeah, there you go. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah, definitely.
Where's that? Who's on the table? Oh, hold on.
There you go.
Sure.
Okay. Saying that struggles. I have a little. Well, I have PTSD. Then just really trying to.
That's powerful, girl. That's powerful. That's powerful. So we have to take into account. There you go. Yeah, we have to take into account so many different things when it comes to that. We have to really, really stop and make sure that we are focused in what the relationship really requires of us. I think sometimes we just need to focus on taking it step by step. It can be challenging sometimes, but we have to take those steps that are necessary if that's what we really want. I don't believe in dating and just having fun. That ain't what we gonna have fun. But are we going somewhere with this thing? Like, is we just gonna date for the next 5 years? Like, what we doing? So, guys, my last question to you guys is this: how long is too long? Why do food? How long is too long? Because we talking about why do fools fall in love? Baby, some folks sit there for 12 years a slave before they realize it's too much. So how long is too long when you trying to show somebody that you want them, you care for them, you are with them? How long is too long to sit and wait for them to get their thoughts together?
Wait, so we talking marriage, we talking relationship.
Married with relationship. Ain't nobody married on here but two people.
Honestly, really, real talk. Too
You gotta
long.
mute the mic on TikTok.
A year. A year is too long.
Yeah.
To get into to wait to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
6 months.
It is.
Know, 6 months you should know if a person has potential. After those 6 months, if you like you still like indecisive, then you need to go on to the next one.
So you think in 6 months? You think in 6 months? I think 90 days.
No, I gotta feel you out. Like I said, I gotta see how you
30
living.
days.
I gotta see how you
90
living.
days. Max.
I had a feeling she's gonna say 90 days, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I honestly
I'm telling you
say
not
it depends. It depends on what you've been exposed
30.
to. So I'm not looking at the actual days or the months. It depends. Like I want to see. It's important for me to see how you act around your friends, your family. How do you respond? Like how are you acting when you're upset? Like I want to see the different moves because that's very important. How's your problem solving skills? If you reveal that in 2 days, then baby, time ain't nothing.
Yeah, but I ain't waiting no
Listen,
year.
Angel said, but it depends on the people collectively. It
Yep.
depends. It's the growth timeline, okay? It all depends. So again, we all have this thing, this lineup that we have in our minds on how we think things particularly supposed to go. I know I'm bad at it. I'm bad at it. I am a failure when it comes to setting those. Like if I set a boundary line, let me tell you about them boundaries. It's crazy, right? But Q can tell you, like I'm very stickler. Like Levy she can tell you. So, but that's me. But this one right here, no, from what I know, she's changed. That was way long time ago. That was a long time ago. But in that, I've been kind of consistent with my way. Like I'm really cookie cutter. Like
But
really
has it
cookie
been
cutter when it
working
comes
for
to
you?
certain stuff. Listen, no.
Okay.
No. I told you I know what's
It's
wrong
time
with
for
me.
a
I
change.
know
It's
what's
time
wrong
for
with
a
me.
change.
I know what's wrong with me.
I know what's wrong with you. I know what's wrong with you. You dating the
What's wrong
wrong
with me,
people.
Q?
You dating the wrong people.
What?
You dating the wrong people. You like
What
bad
did y'all
boys.
hear that? Wait a minute, let me hear this.
You
What?
like bad boys. You like
Yeah.
bad boys.
Yeah.
You like
That is
thugs.
it.
You
Yep.
like
That is
bad
it.
boys.
Oh
All
man.
you like it. You like that mentality of it. You're not gonna
She
be
like that. She
somebody.
like that edge. She wants you to
Yeah,
have that
you're not gonna be
edge.
somebody just like walk the
I
straight and
like
narrow.
it.
You like
You
the
like edge, but
yeah.
is that
But
working
because
for
I'm a
you?
very strong-headed, shut up, Q. I'm a really strong-headed person, though. So it's like you got to be able to handle me.
That's why you can't be
Shut
with
up,
nobody.
Q.
That's why you can't be with a sophisticated person or a soft person because you are already an aggressive person. Oh, an aggressive woman can't be with a soft person. You need an aggressive nigga. That's why we lasted so long because I was aggressive.
Watch
I
your
didn't take
mouth.
no shit. Sorry, I didn't take no stuff. I put my foot down. It is what it is. It ain't nothing else coming with that. You don't do what I say, you know the consequences with that. So get what?
Woo.
Period. So
Well,
them other chicks,
Well,
they were soft spoken.
well.
They were soft spoken. And then you ran all over them. You ran all over them because you was in control.
run
You was the
amok.
dominant female. You need somebody stronger than you. I'm sorry.
But also that balance though.
That balance, yeah. That balance
The
where
know how to
somebody soft
You don't know
know
my
how to
life.
take care of you,
yeah.
know how to give you what you need.
Yeah. But that softness,
Third
you
on
got
that.
that
I
makes you
third on
better.
that statement.
You
Yeah.
don't you don't need no soft
You don't
soul.
know my life, friend. I have changed. I have changed.
No,
So
you
listen,
gotta
me
switch
said
it
we
up.
all
First of
grow
all,
differently.
you gotta stop
Why
limiting
y'all coming
yourself.
You
at
First
you
of
me?
you
all,
you,
No,
ch- you
it's about
changed.
people.
She
You
ain't
changed.
changed.
You
She
What?
ain't
changed.
changed.
You
Who?
She
changed.
ain't changed.
You changed.
Hell
no.
no.
Dr. Turner, you
Listen.
changed.
Why are y'all making
Y'all
this show about
y'all
me?
notice
Now,
when I
listen,
This show is
listen.
not
Hold on, hold
about
on, hold
me.
on, hold on,
Y'all
hold
see
on.
how they're trying to
That
make the show about me? This ain't about me.
yes, it ain't about you.
It's all about
Me.
Y'all, this show is not about Chris, okay?
no,
I
we asking
Well,
know my red
you
flag.
asked us a
My
question.
red
You asked us a
flag.
question.
Y'all trying to make it about me. My red flag is I'm very strong. Like I'm to the letter with it. I'm to the letter with it. So you have to be able. That's why I said I know I'm the problem because you got to be able to handle the kid. Like you got to be able to handle me. I
That's
know
why
who
they
I
say
am.
you don't need no
you're not the
person.
problem. It's
Thank
just
you.
You
It's the
gotta have
people that
more
you're dating.
flexibility in your
Thank you.
capabilities.
Thank you, TJ. I've been, you know, I third on this statement. I've been saying.
Now, how did you know that about me?
I've been
Let's talk
telling
about
you.
that.
It's the people that you're dating, baby. They're not on your caliber.
Yes, get on my
They're
caliber.
not on your caliber.
That is
Get on
not
my
true.
level.
That is not true. You
I-
It
cannot
is
think
true.
from
Listen,
the.
I have seen you even after me. I have seen the type of women that you're dated after me, and they don't last because that's not your cup of tea. I know the women that you dated before me, after me. They just it was only one before me that was on my caliber. It was none
I know
after
that's
me.
right, on my caliber, not on that caliber, but on my caliber.
Ooh!
Spicy.
I like that.
It's
I
so
like that.
turning into this. Only thing I know this ain't no intervention. Don't be trying to intervention me. I'm all right up here in these streets. I'm just sick of it. Y'all can have the basement. Y'all can have all of it. I don't want to do none of it. I don't want to do none of
Nah, you the one who be
No,
taking
people
apps,
always
putting
know.
applications
People
out there.
always want you to. I'm taking applications, but people always
No, she
want
not,
you
y'all.
to change. Why can't you look within yourself and identify circumstance of you? Why do the person, like for me, it's always I have to change something up. Why? Why gotta change all the time?
If you get the right person, you don't have to change nothing.
Nobody's asking you to change at all. I've been trying to tell you.
Right. Thank you.
Why
You
this
always
show
been
become
saying,
about me?
hold
You
on,
talk too much.
wait, hold on now. Every time we had these conversations, me and you one on one had these conversations. RJ, what's wrong with me? Why is there something wrong with me? What I tell you all the time, I said, child, ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. It's the women that's what's wrong with you. You feel me? They not it. They not it. I've been saying that. I've been trying to tell you, and I keep telling you, Crystal, you are an incredible woman. You feel me? You done some. Listen, when Q said you mailed the phone out, I said, hold on. I said, whoa, what? I said the mail out the phone, bro. I wish a woman would mail me out a phone.
Because
That'd
I'm
be
like,
crazy. That's incredible. That is incredible. I ain't never seen
feel
nobody
like
do
if
nothing
you
like that
want
before in my
something,
life.
I feel like if you want somebody and there's minute things that can cause a hindrance in the situation and I'm able to fix it, why not? If I want it, right, then I'm going to make the effort to make a change in certain areas.
You like projects.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Build a
Big
boat.
boy project.
You, was you a
Oh,
project?
Definitely a
How did
project.
this show become about me? There's an echo. They
I
echoing.
love
It's
that
echoing.
statement, Kia. I love that statement.
Okay, it's feedback from somewhere. Because I even hear myself.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
hear
hear me
you.
now?
It's Kia's
Can you hear
mic.
the feedback?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. So my thing is this: if you are really interested, while y'all trying to put it on me, let me tell you something. I feel like this: a lot of things that's huge to some is not huge to me. If I say, okay, if her phone was acting up, we're gonna go all the way back to 2000 and some child. If we go all the way back there, okay, that further lets y'all know I am who I am. If I am interested in something, if I want something, and I'm not going to let a phone interfere with that when I'm able to get the phone. If I felt anything, but it was levels to that, right? If I wanted to communicate on that level, guess what? If I'm interested in you, I'm going to do what's necessary to make that communication happen. And if that just so happens for me to send a metro to you, and it ain't number $30, the kid gonna send you a metro. That's just how I look at it. What's big to most, I don't count and constitute as huge. You understand what I'm saying? I don't look at it like, oh,
what about when you move? What about when you moved to Columbus all the way to Atlanta to get an apartment because you wanted to move here because I was here? That's
what? But it was levels to that. No, but that's levels to it.
How long was that into the relationship?
It was like
A
it
year.
was like 3 months. No, it was about a year.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, almost a year.
yeah, almost a year.
Mm.
But see, that's again that reiterates when the kid is on a mission. The kid is on the mission. It's simple as that. So I feel like that's why I feel like dating and all that stuff, it has to be purpose driven. I'm just not going on no. Listen, I'm not finna sit here and waste all this time. But my issue is some people think I move too fast. How? Never have, unless I've never had that. You can ask Q right there. She can tell y'all better than anybody because she was with me 11 years. So at the end of it, I'm just one of those type of people that if I have identified that this is the thing for me, I'm going to do what's necessary for the thing that's for me and for us because I believe in empire building. That's what I believe in. So if that is going to be the strain and I'm able to relieve that issue and it ain't going to hurt my eyes or my pockets or the way I move, what's the problem? Small things to a
It's
giant.
not.
That's how I look at it.
It's you can move the way that you move, but you also have to be aware of the environment when you move in the way that you move, because you have to see if it mesh well with the way that you move, because it's not changing you, it's just changing how you look at a situation. You can always remain who you are. Whoever you are, somebody's going to benefit and you're going to benefit as well, because it seems like the other person is
Correct.
always benefiting, but you need to be the one to benefit from you being you. That's what's missing. It's not necessarily wrong. It's just it has to be you're benefiting as
I got a
well.
question.
Mutual ground.
Mm.
Ooh.
There's got to be a balance.
Yes, it does. Because you know your capabilities. Like it's not about questioning yourself anymore. You know you're good. It's just about you being aware of how receptive they are of you and what you're capable of giving. And when you see those red flags that they're not receiving that, they're not grateful, they're not appreciative, then you need to pull back
Period.
and decide would this work long
So,
term for
so
you.
mm, Angel says, but is there any reciprocation with how you're moving with them? The exact same thing you said.
We like
So,
to know.
yes. It's just one of those things. That is one thing that I personally, since this is the crystal interview, this is the
Yeah.
crystal intervention.
Why did Crystal fall in love?
Yes.
Why did crystal fall in love? Since it turned
Yes.
into that, right? I feel like the thing that I have to. I didn't see this coming. So since y'all want to make this about me, let's go. So for me personally, I do have to learn discernment when it comes to I get a little foggy in the eyes when I desire something. I can get foggy in the eyes. When I say foggy in the eyes, that means I don't see everything that my friends be like, girl. Now I know you seen.
I don't
No,
think
I
it's
didn't
that.
see that because
I think you
what you
see.
think it is.
I just think that
No.
you you're trying to dodge a deer
Mm.
that's like running straight towards you, and you're not even in a car or nothing. Like it's
What?
coming towards you. You see it. It ain't no foggy nothing. You
I
choosing to ignore
know
it.
this is it.
Right. I'm being so truthful. For me, I do
No,
not
because it's
with
like you're trying to convince yourself because of that desire.
Hmm.
You like that feeling. And to you in that moment, you focus more on your emotions than the reality.
Mm.
wait a minute. I'm not this show was not about me. This show
Oh
oh,
my goodness.
Angel said those red Angel said, and that's my favorite color, Angel. Angel said them red flags looking a little pink, sis. They looking a little pink.
For
That's
real.
that. She said, no, but
For real.
seriously, no, but honestly, God, I'm being so transparent. For me, I look at things like, okay, I have been through a lot of stuff. I am very patient. Okay. If I believe that it's for me, I will be patient and wait diligently when I feel like it is for me. My thing is that I don't like indecisiveness. Do not make me feel like you want me and then make me feel like you don't want me. And then you make me feel like I might be okay in the middle. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to date. Y'all can have this date stuff.
Allow people to even put you in a position to even make that choice with your emotions.
Mm.
Well, I
Yep.
can't take away the person's feelings. I can't take away how they act in the moments. I cannot take if that's their true feelings, I can ride with those true feelings. But the other part I can't understand is that there has to be flexibility, and a lot of people don't have that. When you are dating, you have to have some flexibility and understanding because
Baby, you are a rubber band.
how am I a rubber band?
That's true,
How the
Angel.
Overdose podcast become about me, y'all? Angel said a person is always going to show you exactly how they feel about you.
That part
Yeah,
right there.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's
No
Yeah.
right.
matter what they say.
No matter what they say, you got to focus on the actions. That is very true. So if they're not being flexible, if
Mm.
they're not showing you like this is the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing, right? So you can be feeling a person, right? And you can give them all the things that is in you to give. But what keeps you there when you know that in return you're not getting nothing
And they don't
remotely
even deserve
close
it.
to it?
Some people stay because they're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm.
Comfortable, but really uncomfortable though.
Yep, right. I
Mm-hmm.
have been in a
Because
situation
it's
where
really an emotional roller coaster when
is,
one day you're hot and the next day you're cold.
One day
Mm.
good. One day
Let,
you
let,
bad.
but you comfortable
what
in
you
that
got to say,
situation.
Q? What you say, Q?
Sometimes people stay because they're comfortable in that situation. Like
Yeah,
they're afraid to try. They're afraid to leave that
Mm-hmm.
situation because
yeah.
they don't know what's out there. I know what's over here. I know sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But what if I go out there? I don't know what I'm gonna get. So I'm just gonna stay right here and try to see if I can weather it out. Or if I
Yeah.
see if I can change this person, or see if I can like maneuver this stuff around. But instead of
What
just
can
trying
I
to let
fix?
Changing.
go and
What
move
can I
on,
fix?
and yeah, we try to fix people. I know I try to fix people all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, man, we need to be doing blah blah blah, but you don't want to see it that way. So so we stay because we
It's
comfortable.
it's
So
it's
what would be
always
the
the
advice
fear
if
of the
since
unknown.
the show has now become since the show has now become the crystal, not the overdose podcast? What would you do? What would you encourage people like myself that may be challenged by going back into dating, by going, because I was in a long relationship. Most of my relationships have been long term. All five of them were long term. And so in me saying that, how do you encourage somebody like myself that is not wild and ain't been out there, can't say I'm ran through none of this stuff about me, right? How do you help somebody that is used to that cluster of, listen, being on the straight and narrow and stepping outside of their box? How do you encourage somebody to get back out there in a dating pool?
Can I answer a question before anybody answers, please?
Mm.
What has been the longest period that you have ever been single?
About 2.5 years.
And you've been in 5 relationships, and how old are you?
I'm 42.
So 42. And how many years have you been
Yes,
consistently in
numbers.
relationship?
Come on, numbers don't lie. People do listen.
Yes.
I I have been I have been, listen, you got 11 years, you got 8 years, you got 4, 5, really 3.5, and then 5.
So what's
But
the
I'm number
number
one
that you
uno.
have been?
Hey.
Not too much, bro. Not too much. What you say?
I said so total. I need you to do the math on this. I'm not going to tell you. So
Majority of my life, majority.
So if a majority of your life you have been in relationships and only 2.5 single, I I think it's time for you to date and fall in love with you and find out who you are outside of a relationship. And then start dating again.
That sounds real good, friend.
Yeah.
That sounds
Honestly,
I think real nice, friend.
This is what I think, real quick, baby Q.
Get something
you right about
y'all
that.
Go ahead and read me my right. Go ahead, read me my right. Everybody said they agree. Everybody on here said they agree. Self-love is the best word. I see y'all. I see y'all. Don't be agreeing with them.
I think you need to get. I think you need to get hit and split. I think you just need to get that out your system, and then focus on.
I can tell folks like to not do
no,
that.
because no. Off the serious note, right now, I think you need to love on you harder, so that way, when you get in situations like that, you don't question yourself because you know that you don't deserve that. You never should question yourself, especially when it's the other person. Everything that you're doing, you. But why? So that lets me know.
How do you?
That lets me know you are really not ready.
Because every time something comes up and there's a red flag with the person that you're dating, you don't question them. You question yourself.
Okay.
So you're like, that's not me.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, you gotta think. Well, I'm real ready.
Go on. No, you ready for that one night stand?
Y'all are more focused on.
No, she not.
You're not ready.
What you say?
You're not ready for no relationship because you really fully closed. You got to close that chapter that you already had just had. I don't think you fully closed it. You haven't been there long. You have to fully close it. You can't say I'm ready for a relationship because you're going to bring that excess baby that person did. You're going to bring to your new relationship. It's always going to be a question when somebody pick up their phone. Hey, are you? What you doing? What you doing? Who that is? Who that is over there? Hey,
you are not the father. That is not true. I have always been able to compartmentalize. I have always been able to compartmentalize.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You telling yourself that, but your actions are showing that you're not. Like you could tell yourself all day long.
Just go out there, like TJ said, go get your one night stand.
Get it in.
There's been one person. Let's be very clear. There's been one person that got close to me to make me feel this way. Let's be very clear about me. I'm this. Okay? I'm this. Quintella, am I that? I'm this. I'm going to work.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you just took it there. She petty. She petty. Because she not ready for a relationship. She going to be petty.
I'm not being petty. I'm being honest. I'm very picky.
Casanova said, yes, you are ready for it. No,
you're not.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
How long has it been? 2 months? 2 months?
No, it's been more than that. It was messing with them before. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is this. For me, my mind don't. I know I'm different. That's why I keep telling y'all I'm a problem because I'm able to totally dismiss you out of my brain. And you know, even I'm able to, if I feel like, listen, let me tell you something. You get one for the Father, one for the Son, one for the Holy Ghost, and 2 of the 12 disciples. That's all you get with me. And I can, baby, cute. I'll tell them, I'll send my whole body.
How? You want to go there? You want to go there? Because that's not what happened, baby girl.
Let's go. With you?
That's not what happened.
No, with you? You talking about with you?
Pull up the receipts.
I got about 18 chances, bro. I supposed to be
exactly. Tell the truth. You got a million chances, but you got a million chances.
But 1, 2, and 3. I had 20 plus another 20. Add on another 5 times 100. Time 1,000.
Yes, she did.
That sounds like
She had a million chances. She did. And I appreciate you telling the truth that you was just trifling back in the day. But
Hey.
tell the truth. You had no reason to do the things you were doing, but you did them because what? Chris gonna let you slide, right? So I learned from you, Q, not to give 20 million chances. I learned that I just needed to stop giving so many opportunities. But you got to understand that.
But have you really learned that?
Yes, because you heard she had 20, baby. You had 3 with me right now.
I got another question. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. When are you gonna learn to stop blaming yourself? Is it me? Why is it me? Why did I do this? What's wrong with me?
So what I do
when we gonna learn that?
RJ, what I do often is I self-reflect because I know I'm a stickler. I know I like things a certain way. I know these things about myself. So I have been working on my ability to what not be. And I think it's really intimidating to some people that date me or want to date me. They're looking at my abilities as a disabled woman. They're looking at my drive as a disabled woman. They're looking at all these things that I'm able to do despite my circumstances instead of just looking at just like an old country girl from Columbus, Georgia. Why can't it just be that? I say
Because
that
you
to
have
say
because you are disabled. Because you are disabled, they're gonna see it. So it's not like they don't see it. So it's not like they don't see it. So it comes with you. That's a part of you.
It's a part of your story.
It's a part of your story. So you can't tell people don't look at that. Don't look at that. You can't tell somebody not to look at that. They're gonna look at that. You and I both know. We've been through the same stuff. So they're gonna look at that. And you want somebody to look at that because you got to see if I go down bad, are you gonna be there because you already know my situation beforehand?
Yeah.
Or if I'm down bad, you're gonna walk away because you can't handle what's in the kitchen. I want you to look at that. I don't want you to overlook that. Look at what I got going on. If you want to be in my life and you want to stay in my life and you know what I got going on, help me get better. That's how you're gonna win me over. That's how you're gonna win me over every time. Hey, we're gonna go walking. Hey, we need to eat this. Let's try this herb. Let's try this. You want somebody to look at that. So don't look at my disableness. No, you want them to do that.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, that's been my issue. That's been my issue. You got to understand that for me, in the state that I was versus where I am now, I would say my red flag is I am trying to be as normal as possible, having a self-normalcy. So because I know people see that, right? So then they're looking at me in certain lights, which is not bad most oftentimes. They're oftentimes astonished with what I've been through, and they actually be like, oh, wow, that's awesome. But for me, I'm always trying to overcompensate because of my disability, right? So with me doing that,
they don't need to be with you
if
they don't
look at it as me. It's not about them accepting me. It's about the fact that
they have to accept all of you. They have to accept all of you.
Yeah.
Even if you are not self-sufficient, even if you're not self-sufficient, they have to accept that because guess what? Like I just said before, it's going to be times where you're not going to be self-sufficient because you are a sickly person. So it's going to be times where you're down. So you can't say, don't look at me like that. They have to look at that, Crystal. They have to. Because guess what? That's the person that's going to pick you up. Huh?
Right. Right. I get it. But
so don't stop overcompensating. Stop. No. Stop overcompensating. I got to do this. No, you do not have to do that. Be who you are. If they don't accept who you are for what you are right now and what you've been through, then that's not the person for you, baby girl. Let it go.
I got a perfect example. You remember how, Chris, that conversation you always used to tell me, RJ, I used to be out there cutting the grass. I used to be out there changing the air filters. What I told you? What did I tell you? I told you, I said, why is your significant other not doing them things? Why is it not hitting the back of their consciousness and be like, why am I letting my woman do this shit? Why am I not doing it? You know what I'm saying?
They weren't for you, baby. They was not for you. I agree with Art.
Let me tell you something. This is why I told you. I said, let me tell you something. the next woman who is worthy and willing for you, they gonna do them things that you used to do, and you gonna be laying your butt on the couch, laid up watching TV. Because you don't need to be doing none of that. You need to be pampered. You need to chill. You need to relax. Let those people handle that. Because guess what? They're not disabled. You disabled. But guess what? They love you. They care for you. They're going to cater to you. They're going to nurture you. Because you want to feel like how we want to feel.
Yeah.
But because they're gonna be like, baby, I'm gonna put your soul in there for you.
That's what I said.
Hey, we're gonna unbreak my house. Let's go. I think that's one of the things, guys. I think that's one of the things. I'm not the only, since we made it the Crystal Show. Ultimately, I'm not the only one that faced those challenges of really, really wanting to have a quality relationship, right? We all want, and it doesn't always have to be a relationship where it's a marriage situation or something like that. But I feel like dating with the purpose is important. Timing is not of the essence. I feel like, in my opinion, I believe you should go with it and whatever it looks like for you, because it's case by case. Whoever you get with, however you get with them, it's case by case when you're doing that. But also, you have to be able to communicate and articulate what you want. It's real simple. Right. You have to be able to articulate what you desire from somebody. And I think all of us have fallen short at one time or another. We may be better today, but we all fall short in the communication spectrum because we are not willing to get outside of our own heads and really allow a person to get to know you on a whole nother level. That is, I think, one of the biggest challenges that people have when building relationships or even trying. And it's not just dating, it's any kind of ship, the workplace. You're not trying, you have to have an evolutionary thought process when it comes to that, because we're all forever changing. But we got to be able to articulate the stages of where we want to go with somebody. How y'all feel about that?
You gotta step outside the norm. You gotta think outside the box.
Yep. Yeah, communication, being honest.
Yep.
Stop dating. So always dating.
Stop dating.
And remember that you are a team. So move in a way of being a team player.
So get you a rubber.
You're a numbers girl.
Go get your love at the lock up.
Total. The number. You've been in relationships 28 years.
28 years.
So that means 14 years, right? So that's since you were 14 years old, right? Yeah. So let's say 14 years old. Mm-hmm. And then 2.5 years, you said you were single.
Right.
That leaves 11.5 years that you have not been in a relationship of your 42 years of life.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you for those numbers.
Are your numbers.
Thank you so much.
Those are your numbers.
So what would you guys say to that? So you guys are saying to be single, to just live life, to do these different things. But in all actuality, for me, my thought process in dating is I date with a purpose. I date with a purpose. And so I catch a hole, and we catch a hole and we keep rolling. And so most oftentimes I can even articulate, like if I would cue from my other to the five friendly five. If we think about it, it would have never been another situation. You understand? It would have never been another if somebody didn't do something. You understand? And most of the times it wasn't me, right? I would have still been with this person. I would have still been with that person. I would have still been with that one down in that box. But they made a decision to do what they chose to do.
Oh no!
No. You gotta be stopped. What happened then?
You brought
I'm
somebody
trying to keep
else.
it clean on this show.
Okay, but we're gonna tell the truth. We're gonna tell the truth, baby girl.
But the truth. But you no.
See,
the part
the truth is you gave me an ultimatum. You gave me an ultimatum. You brought a female in, and then you gave me a choice. You said
you brought a female in.
Oh,
this is the poly, guys. Everybody wonder what the poly was. This one right here was the poly. Okay. Now y'all know
No.
this one, that one in that box in the bottom. That's the poly situation right there. Okay. Now
Hey, that's what's up.
now the positive side,
Wait, hold on.
Let's
Wait,
look at the
before you
positive.
finish that. Hold on, before you finish that. Angel asked the question. She said, have y'all ever had that whole phase outside of dating?
And
Yes.
did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I haven't had it.
I think we've all been
I
there.
have never
Yeah.
had it.
That's why
I
we
want
said
to,
don't
but
focus
I
on
have
a
never been
relationship.
able to.
Focus on being that.
HOE.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's what you need to focus on. The relationship gonna come.
I can't push myself to jump that kind of
Dive
cliff.
head
I
first.
cannot do it. Y'all is killing me.
India said dive head
Why?
first.
Oh my God.
If you can bring
Oh
another
my.
woman to our home, if you can bring another woman to our home in our bed, you can do that.
Yep.
You can do it.
Yep.
But that was more for you. That wasn't for me.
Hold on, baby
Let's
girl.
unpack
That
that.
hold on.
Hold on, baby boy. Baby
Hold on.
Q. Keep it clean.
Rewind.
We gotta keep it clean.
We
Rewind.
keep it.
But the thing, let me tell you what the beauty was. We had communication, number one. Now we're gonna tell the truth, Shane, the devil, because you know I go all the way through there with it. So listen. Number one, we had communication. Number one, that's my friend down there in that box. Okay. So they were able to communicate what my shortcomings was, and I was trying to compensate for those shortcomings. Okay. Let's be very clear. So we communicated, number one, what you need to do on what we needed to do. Now, after that happened, it went a little too far because the disrespect came in there. Let's talk about it. And I don't do what? I don't do what? I don't, if y'all, you can do, we can, like you said, you had 2011 million. You had 2011 million chances. Let's go back to the words you used. You had 20 different million chances, right? So you know that means I'm flexible, right? All I need is for you to tell me the truth. Don't lie. Do not do something you ain't got no bit, and don't disrespect me. Other than that, oh baby, you can have it whatever you like, baby. I will fluff the pillows. I will oil you up. I will do all of that. That's me.
Yeah, whatever you like.
Sometimes don't bother me to a giant. But what affects me?
This is where you went wrong at. When the girl said, she said, I fell in love with Q. You told that girl she got to go. I'm the only one that can love Q. Then you gave me a choice. It's like you gave me I had the cookie and the ice cream. You took away my ice cream and I just got the cookie. No, I still want both. You let me have both all this time, and then you want to take the ice cream away. You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Can't do that.
The boundary lines had been compromised.
Not on my
end.
You.
Oh, yes, it did.
She said,
do you want to keep it clean or you want me to go and tell it? Let me tell you the demise. Okay. You could not control. This is what happened. You could not control. Let's be very emotions. Clear. You could not control that person. Okay. When you allow another person to dictate what's happening in the house where I pay the bills at, let's be very clear. You have lost control. So you can no longer have ice cream. You're gonna eat that dry ass cookie. That's what that happened with that. Because if you allow somebody to change the spectrum, and because you allow them to change the spectrum, guess what? That changed the atmosphere. And you can no longer have ice cream. You can only eat that dry ass cookie with some milk. That's it. So again, if you had kept the lines that were drawn where they were, Miss Lady would have still been there. And you might have still been right here with me. But that's not what happened. Let's be very clear.
Well,
so again, let y'all know. She has told y'all, I will give you 20 chances. Absolutely will. Absolutely will. Okay. But again, we've always had clear communication on what we liked and did not like. That was the beauty of it, right? But guess what happened? Where the demise came? It wasn't the kid. Because the kid was working against to that bag and making sure both y'all cooked clean and had the windows and everything done while you was in your high rise, riding in your elevator up to your floor. Okay. So I've always been that. But
and
when
the
you went
apartment
wrong,
in the side.
where you went wrong was when you let the lines be crossed, and nobody gonna disrespect you. Nobody gonna disrespect the kid. Now you want to make this your show? Because we can make
Hold
it your
on.
show.
So,
now.
baby Q,
'Cause that's
it
the
wasn't all you because she couldn't handle it though, right? She could, because I heard that in it. She couldn't handle the proposition.
Yeah.
It was no
It,
proposition. It just happened. It was no proposition. It
so
was
so
No, no, no,
allowed
no.
to occur.
so this,
No,
so
I'm
this
not talking about that. I'm talking about. I thought. Did I? Just correct me if I'm wrong, baby Q. I'm talking to you.
yes, TJ. Yes,
When it
TJ.
came to like other people being about you, was that on the emotional side? Was that a bit too much for her?
I think so.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
I think if the girl never would have said that she loved me,
Want another person in.
The same thing
yeah,
that had been happening the whole time. She was able to hold her ground like she did with me. So she allowed the change because, baby, all you had to continue to articulate to that individual is what it was. But when somebody crying a river about you and you feeling all gushy, she lost sight of the main source. That's what happened. And at the end of it,
Okay, I
she
can
lost
go
sight
on and just
because
cry me
she
a
still
river,
was in there.
cry
You get what
me a
I'm saying?
river.
So I say that, y'all, I'm one of those people that I don't give up easily. If I've invested, and I'm not talking about money because money is meant to be made and spent. I could care less about that. The part I care about is the free stuff. The free stuff, the stuff that don't cost a thing. You get up in the morning, I say, hello, Barbara, this is Shirley. Hello, love you. You good? You want something to eat? You want some juice? That's me. Okay, but when you come in that thing and you change up, we was drinking apple juice and you come in here with some cranberry juice, something ain't right. And that is what happened in every single one of my relationships. So it wasn't
That both sound kind of healthy, man.
What?
Telling you.
What happened?
Say that again for the people in the back.
I said.
I'm just very one of those.
Sometimes people appetites change.
You do not have to hide anything from me. You don't,
Thanks.
because I feel like it's baby, I done been through too much and I done left this world almost. She has too, so it was no reason to lie. And none of the people that I've been with, they didn't have to lie. That's where the disrespect comes. Because you could have called me as Q. You could have called me and said, babe, I want a new situation. You know, I said, well, what it's going to look like? Okay, it's going to look like this. Okay, I agree with that. Then after I do that, guess what? I draw them lines. Baby, I'm going to fly you out. We're going to Ruth
But
Chris.
were you going to?
After we leave,
would you agree if somebody were to communicate with you? Is it you're going to agree anyway?
What? No, we're going to have a back and forth. We went back and forth about everything. We made a articulation of how it's going to look. Now it kind of fell into how it happened. It just kind of just happened, but we already knew what we wanted and did not want. It just went too far when the other person then developed a whole nother level of something. And this one right here in the bottom left-hand corner could not articulate to that person, this is your role and this is the role you play in the situation. So that's where a lot of people go wrong. They're not honest. And all you got to do is tell the truth. Why is we lying?
D&K said, no need to lie. D&K said, no need to lie. Just tell me and let me decide if you want to continue with it.
Thank you, D&K.
That's
fair. Right. Don't take my option away.
I wanted to continue with it. I wanted to continue.
You right. And guess what? You still would have had it if you let them lines say how they were. But you didn't. So you lost your ice cream. That's your bad. We're going to try again in 6 months.
What, Kia?
Everybody send ice cream to come.
Kia, what is written all over your face?
Yay.
Okay, quickly.
Over accommodating. Yes. Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it for the love. So overcompensation. I don't know.
Hold on. What was you saying, Kia?
Hold on.
Over accommodating. I don't think I was over accommodating. Actually, I think I was a minimalist with it, to be honest. Absolutely.
What you think, baby Q?
I think she should have just let the girl stay, man. We still would have been together. We would have been 30 years in. We would have been 30. Because guess what? Me, like Krista said, we had to understand it. She's been through some stuff. I've been through some stuff. So it was like we didn't have no bad communication.
Both of y'all talking. What you say?
I said like
this is what it
it sounds like you're doing. Did you see that piece of paper? It looks like every relationship you had, it started off like this, and then you just accommodate,
Yes.
accommodate,
Yes.
accommodate, accommodate, and then this is you
Where does
left
it
over.
leave
You see
you?
this little tail left over. Baby, you have given way too much. You are giving way too much for what you are receiving.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
are
it.
receiving crumbs, Chris. You are receiving crumbs, baby. It is, and it's hard as somebody who comes from somebody that is broken. I am broken. I am a survivor of child sexual trauma. My mother did not love me. I have fought that. So I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to get to the why because I'm a why person. I want to know who told you that you weren't good enough when you were a child, that now, and when you show up in your regular grown-up relationships, that you bend yourself into a pretzel to give them what they want, that you don't get anything in return.
But for me, I understand totally and I appreciate it. But for me, what I in my mind, in my thought process, in the process of what I've seen before me, I totally don't look at it that way. I look at it as, if I have, this is what makes me the happiest, right? I'm happy within myself by myself. The part that is hurtful in understanding myself is the why. If I'm this, that, and the third, how I'm always told, I'm this, that, and the third, you're this, you're great, wonderful, and grand put together. Why is the outcome the same? Then I said to myself, okay, maybe, like you said, I'm too accommodating, right? I'm too accommodating. So then I pull that back from what it is, because like you described, for me, I don't think that's a lie. Like, I've always been bred to do what I do. I don't count that stuff as stuff. Most people, when I'm thinking of it, like, you might go out and you might buy your spouse a gift, or your person a gift, and you might do all of these different things. For me, it's just like, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. So what's next? Like that. That's just how I look at things. So with that being said, I really haven't. I was with a very strict household. They didn't play the radio. They taught me the good, bad, indifferent. They taught me all different shades of it. But for me, how I articulate happiness outside of myself, because I'm going to make sure I'm fulfilled. Please believe that first before I go into something or with somebody to help be a balance or a connection with them. I go to a whole nother level with it. So even though it looks like I'm so accommodating, no, I have requirements that have to happen in order for me to get to that place. Because like, for example, I might, Q loves shoes. Q has a shoe collection, okay? Over maybe 1,500, 2,000 favorite shoes, okay? That's her. I know that for a fact, okay? Now, if she likes shoes and that's her thing, if I get her some shoes, that's nothing, because it's just a part of it, right? But some people look at it as, oh, you just doing all this. No, for me, that's bottom feeder. That's nothing to me. But people pick on me or come at me and say, you doing too much. No, that's just regular. I would hate for you to see what I do when I'm in a relationship, or when I have placed you in this place in my life, even a friend, my job, they get gifts, presents. They do. That's just who I am. And so that is not where I feel like I'm having to be so accommodating to them. No, that's just who I am as a person. And that is a
Everybody
part of
doesn't
my
do it.
personal fulfillment. Yes. And I understand. Everybody don't deserve that. But I try to tell people this analogy. Just like, okay, you might see a homeless man on the corner that says, hey, I want, give me $1 for some food. I'm hungry. You don't know what they're going to do with that dollar. But I'm not going to take my mind all the way down that path worried about what they did with it. I know my purpose of what I did it for. I just don't take it that far.
I know the answer to this question already, but I'm going to ask it.
What?
Who modeled this behavior / relationship behavior to you? There was a model in your life. Somebody modeled this in your primary childhood.
It might have been my dad, because he's very caring. He will go beyond the brink. He will do all of that. But then I say that's just a part of me. Because guess what? I'm also the boss, which my mama, we call her the police. You understand? So she gave me the hard knock. Daddy gave me the okay, woo woo woo. Let's, he gave me that part, but then he didn't play neither. You understand me? You was gonna learn how to change the oil, lubricate, change the tires. You're gonna go pump these brakes on this so I can get it to work. That's been my life to make sure. They wanted to make sure that I knew for my own independence that I didn't need to depend on nobody. I had to get it out the mud myself, and this is how you do it. But we're gonna show your loving and charismatic side all at the same time. And that's me.
Angel in the comments said,
hold on, go ahead, Kia.
And I said my last question, and I'm gonna be done. How did your mom reciprocate that to your father? Your father over caring, very loving, and so your mother, when she modeled that back to you, so you saw your dad that way. How did your mom model that back to your father in her loving way?
Oh, my mama don't play. She was just straight to the letter. She just straight no chaser. And that she would say thank you, and we moving on. You're supposed to do that. You my husband. You understand? You're supposed to do that. And what are you talking about? And they 50 years in, so you got done. It's some work. You understand? So it working.
Apple don't fall far from the tree. You heard me?
But I'm not as pungent as them when it comes to that. They old school, you understand? But I believe the one thing that has eluded me, since this is now the Chris show, guys, everybody, what has eluded me most oftentimes is I simply want the free stuff. I want the free stuff. I'm gonna go, we're gonna eat. Long as I'm living, we're gonna eat. But I want the stuff that doesn't cost you a thing, but it costs you a whole bunch. You have to sacrifice, be loyal, be understanding, be accommodating to me. And not only that, make me understand what you want exactly. Don't have me searching high and low for it. Don't have me searching high and low for it. Help me, help us, help ourselves. And let's build this empire together. That's me. Until you change it.
Let me help you. Let me help you. Go sit on the couch, stretch your leg out, watch TV. I'm gonna
right.
I'm gonna change that L filter. I'm gonna sweep up the kitchen. You feel me?
Right. And you shouldn't even have to ask for it. It should come naturally because that's just how they love on you. The comment I wanted to read this
like
one.
A husband should, right? Like a husband should, right?
Right.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Angel said, is it them really liking you, or is it the over accommodating that's keeping them there?
Ooh. Cute.
You said what?
Oh, that's a good one.
What, read it again?
Oh my God.
Read that, TJ.
All right. Angel said, is it them really liking you? Hold on, I gotta wait for this hand heart to go away. Is it really them liking you, or is it the over accommodating that's keeping them there? Do they really like you, or do they like the fact that you take well care of them, and that's why they really around? Bingo.
It's the thing.
Well,
I don't gotta. You don't gotta answer that.
I'm answering. I'm answering.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because my thing is, my situation with Crystal is different from everybody else's. Okay, Crystal held me down when I didn't have nothing. When Crystal wanted to take a break, I held her down. Vice versa. So we helped each other. It was never just a one-sided thing. So that's why we worked good together. That's why we lasted so long. When she got sick, I was there every day. Every day. Right there by her side. Every surgery, I was there. I never left her side. Even when she was in Columbus and she was sick, I got on the Greyhound to go down there. We was there for each other. She accommodated me and I accommodated her. Mm-hmm. It was never no one-sided.
Balance. Key word, balance.
That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. But let's talk about the other mofos. The other mofos, they was the ones reaping.
They was dragging them through the mud.
Yeah.
Dragging them. Raw.
You think so? So you think my last relationship I was getting trouble?
Bruh,
you think I was getting trouble?
The only reason why I accepted that
No, I
situation
can't
because
say that. No, I can't. I feel like if I say that, that child didn't drag me. She didn't drag me. She made a bad decision, just like you did. But she didn't drag me. She
but
could
this
have
the
done
difference between
more,
this the difference
but
between
she
your
dragged
It's
me.
decision.
so
We
easy
were
for you to give someone else that grace and that mercy. But when it
mm,
comes to you, you're so hard on
Yourself.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one who deserves the love and deserve the things that you're issuing out. But you get their tails to kiss in return for you simply loving them. You got to look at
Everybody
that.
snap in the
And
chat.
that's why I
can I
say,
answer a
that's
question?
why I say you're not ready, because when you're ready, you're going to be able to identify that, move on, because you know you deserve better. You're not going to
This came
take that.
this came out your mouth. This came out your mouth. This is how I say she dragged you. In the end, she did not help you with nothing that you had going on physically.
Mm-hmm.
She knew the situation that you got going on. She did not care.
Yeah.
She did not care.
Yeah.
So
Some
to
people are
me,
about themselves.
she in her mind, she got what she needed. So when she got what she needed and she got what she wanted, she was done. So I'm looking on I'm a person looking on the outside. You in the inside. So for me, I'm on the outside. I seen it. I was there when you first got with her. I was there when you left her. I'm there now. So I was in the midst of all three phases. So when you was with her, everything was good. She was happy. When she got what she needed, you gave her what she wanted, a home, teeth, all that, stability. She got that from you.
Did you
Messy.
say teeth? Wait
Wait,
a minute.
Messy,
you about
bro.
to make me take this little hat off.
Messy, bro. Now, come on. Let's keep it
Hold on.
real. Let's
It's
keep
getting
it
hot in
real.
here.
When you when you when you gave her what she needed, stability.
Go ahead, kid.
Messy, you not listen to this
Hey,
messy girl.
she,
Oh my
Christensen,
God. I'm gonna say this on here.
Christensen
Dang.
told you
Oh,
that I'm real cutthroat. I don't cut corners. I
Let's
say what
just
I
say
want to
whatever
say.
you
Nigga, you
need, she got you.
wildin'.
Yeah,
Whatever you
you did
need,
not
she
have to
got
say
you.
that, friend.
At this point, I'm
Let's say
convinced.
whatever I need, I got you. Don't be
yeah.
chopping up like that. We don't do that on the show. We
But
don't
how
keep it
But
about
I'm
you
just saying when
finally
she got
show
when
up?
she got when
Listen,
she got what
how
she
about
needed, she
you
was
finally show up and pause on what you, because you know that's gonna naturally come. How
hmm
about you wait to see what you gonna get?
exactly. Don't go in so full throttle. I got this. I got that. We know you got that. You don't have
We
to
For a
prove
know
it.
it.
fact.
We
Yeah,
know
for a
it.
fact.
You don't have to
But you
We
prove that
know,
to
know
I
her.
it.
never do that. I never do
It
that.
doesn't
It's
mean
levels to
you
it.
don't
But
have to.
Nobody
You
knows
don't have
my
to do it.
resume. Nobody knows any of that about me unless you're
You
close.
don't
I
have to.
don't give none of that info.
That'll do
I don't give
different
It's
none
the
of
way
that.
than
you
the
carry
result.
yourself. It's the way you carry yourself. You give that energy off. The way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you walk, your energy. That's the way you come
yeah,
out. You come across like I'm the boss. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
need you. I got me. Whatever you do is extra. That's how you come out. So you
Mm.
That's it.
You better talk
Mm.
about
yeah,
how I am, friend. You better know
yeah.
me,
so you better.
but I
So you
don't
gotta
mean to be that way.
instead of being
I
instead of
just
being in the
walk
front
in the
seat.
door and people just think all
Yes, you do.
this stuff.
Yes, you do. You walk in the
I didn't. So how I supposed to walk, friend? I ain't
you
supposed to have no
you need
confidence
to
and
take
just
a
walk. I
step,
walk through the door. I'm walking through the door.
instead of being in the front seat all the time, take a seat in the back seat.
Yes,
Right. Let me
yes,
walk with you. You feel me? Let me walk with
Let them
you.
yeah,
walk with you, not you walking above them. Let them show
yeah.
you. Let them open the door for you. Let them cater to you. If they don't cater to you, they are not.
Woo! Preach what I've been preaching.
See, I don't
Spicy.
know how the Overdose podcast turned into a crystal intervention, but Serena said if it's for you, it will come so easy. You won't ever have to question it to begin with.
I like
Exactly.
Yeah,
that.
Love is easy. It's not supposed to be hard.
yeah. Say that
Fact.
again.
Right.
Love is
So,
it
so,
don't have
so
to
with
be
that
hard.
being said, we got about 6 more minutes. But with that being said, how would you encourage people like myself that is going to dates? Let's be very
Hey,
clear.
hold on. Before you
Taking
say that,
applications.
Very clear.
hold on, Crystal. Before you say that, your auntie said this. They don't really know how to take your love.
Mm.
Ooh, Auntie don't know how to take my love. You know what? You're
Auntie said
bringing me out.
Auntie said she wanted to step in too. I ain't gonna lie.
Anymore. Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, I invited her in real quick.
Hey.
Y'all, my auntie don't play the radio about me, okay? But in that, what's up, Auntie? What's going on? Blow their mind, Auntie.
You know how I am. And then another thing, Crystal is very lovable. Crystal will give you her laugh. But when a mother do something that I like, I'm coming. But she got just take everything slow now. Since everything, have happened, take it slow. I mean, we get thirsty.
Come on, TC, we get thirsty, baby. Come through, Auntie. Auntie said we get thirsty out here.
Getting a little itch. We get thirsty. Let me tell you.
Courtney, go ahead.
For 20 years and 2 months. Okay?
Uh-huh.
My mama is 80. I'm gonna be 89. Okay. There's something the thrills don't know it's not. You just like when things happen, you just gotta boom, just let it happen in its course.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
She thirsty. I think she thirsty.
I ain't thirsty, TT.
Yeah, you are.
Y'all think so? How long? So everybody knows so much. Y'all think I'm supposed to be able to date when I want to date?
Yeah, you can date. You can date.
And you know me, Auntie. I ain't giving up the ghost like that. I ain't giving. Oh, I'm about to say, I ain't never been that. No, I can't do it.
Give up your heart too easy. That's right. Don't let that heart come. Keep on thumping it. And it says, take it slow. The mind tells the heart, let me bring it down. We gotta take it slow. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Been there, done that. But say this to everybody. It's short. It's very short.
Yes, ma'am.
And people get out here and they, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. No, baby. Take the stride slow.
That's right.
Take it slow.
I'm taking it slow, TT. I'm taking it slow.
You just say you want to get in a relationship.
You right, TT. I'm gonna take my time and work it slowly.
TJ, with some swinging hands or whatever you got going on, take everything slow. Like I said, Crystal got a loving heart. Because I'm lovable. Oh, baby, I love you. My love has slowed down a long time ago.
Okay.
And the Lord said, be still, and be still, and be still.
And be still.
I'm being still.
Yeah, you need to be still.
But it's gonna be a hot girl summer. Okay. I'm telling y'all right now. Did you go see the black chip in there every week, Auntie?
It comes from the tongue. It comes from whatever this and all that. It's so catchy. You don't know what to accept no more.
You right. See, I can't be it up like that.
You don't know what to accept no more. Because look, real life. I said, oh, you did. I said, okay, then, babe.
Auntie, you was cutting up bad tonight. You was cutting up bad.
I'm my own business.
Auntie, you cut up real bad. But I appreciate it.
We all see something that look real delicious.
Right. Delicious. Come on, Auntie, you better better tell them. You better tell them, TT, not delicious.
61.
You are, girl.
Like I said, the thrill is not gone, but you have to pace
Self.
yourself.
Listen, Auntie, my man, I'm able to, I'm very capable of just, compartmentalizing. Okay. You do.
You can't be no fool and they'll be like, look over here. You better focus on what God just showed you.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
I
I love you. And yes, ma'am. Thank you, Auntie. I appreciate it.
So, Chris,
Okay,
like
Auntie.
I've been telling you, that right before the
There you
blessing
go.
comes the decoy.
Hey.
Y'all kill me with this deep look. Y'all, yeah. So my auntie's amazing. She's that's the auntie house you went to when your mama wouldn't let you go nowhere. You went to her house. You went to auntie her house.
She gave you the gospel.
Okay.
Yes.
Kurt,
So with
oh, my.
all that being said, guys, we gonna wrap it up here. But I just want everybody to understand that you have to take your time. But whatever that time looks like for you, it's for you. It may not be for everybody else. You have to identify what you want and how you want it. And the key is communicating. Stop playing games. Communication is the key to all of it. So I want to give RJ, everybody, the opportunity to give their final thought, and then I'll close it out. Go ahead, RJ.
You gotta be still. You feel me? Just like that. Just like that. Thank you, mama. I love you. You feel me? Be still, y'all. Communicate. Enjoy yourself. Create the memories. Find that special person. Take your time. Be slow. Be still. That's it.
Yeah.
Take time, be slow. That's it. Thank you. All right, TJ, what you got to say in India?
I'm in cahoots. Like, pace yourself. Don't be
Here,
rushing to get in a situation.
Getting feedback.
Huh? Can you hear
It's
me?
giving
Mic check
feedback
1 2.
from somebody. Yeah, go ahead.
Just pace yourself.
And date yourself.
Oh, I like that. Pace yourself and date
Pace yourself.
yourself.
Pace yourself and date yourself. All right, Kia B, what's your final thought?
My final thoughts are: you are worthy of all the love that is due you, Chris. You are surrounded right now by people who absolutely love you. Let us fill that cup of love that you are looking for right now. Let us be those people, and let us pour into you the way that you really need to until we are ready to release you onto the world.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Kia B. Thank you. I appreciate the love and support always. Q, what you got to say? What's your final thought?
Take your time. Take your time. It's gonna come. Whatever you want is gonna come. Whatever you're looking for in life, relationship is gonna come. Nothing happens overnight. Anything worth having is worth waiting for.
I hear you, friend. I hear you. What? You a philosopher now? Man, I'm so glad you came on the show. That's what's up. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting my final thought. Don't leave yet. I'm gonna get my final thought. Well, everybody, you heard it yourself. We have talked about some of everything from relationships to building up yourself, knowing what you want, what you desire most, understanding what that looks like for you. We have really had a wonderful show tonight. We all need to know and understand that we are special people. You are worthy of whatever is for you, because what is for you is what is for you. And so, with all of that being said, you have to understand you in the first place in order to understand somebody else. What in the second place, and for us to make it one thing at a time. Groove, I see you up here before we go. Before you want to say something, Groove? KK Sai is in the building. Groove. I don't hear him. I don't hear him. Groove. I don't hear him. So at any rate, guys, it's just important for us in the liking phase or whatever phase you may be in, be at in your any kind of ship that we have, because a lot of this stuff can be applied across the board. But the key to every situation, every single one of them, is that we have to communicate. We have to have a level of understanding in order for someone to understand you. You have to be able to voice that. You have to be able to articulate that, because no one ever wants to guess. They want to get it right the first time. So with all of that being said, guys, you have all been phenomenal. Please check us out. The Overdose podcast. Again, we are on all platforms. Everybody, we want to make sure that your voices are heard. Always come check us out. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Overdose podcast, because too much of anything can be very toxic. Guys, we want to make sure that you have a healthy balance. As my friends articulated tonight, that you want to have a healthy balance, because baby, anything that's not healthy or balanced, it can take you out. So I want to thank all my panelists. I would like to thank everybody that was on TikTok. We have had over, 1.8 thousand to come through the room during the podcast. It has been a phenomenal opportunity to share with each and every one of you guys, and we are only going up from here. Guys, I would look forward to seeing you on next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have to bring this panel back, because they cut up tonight, honey. Some stuff I didn't know and I learned. But guys, guess what? In order for you to grow, you got to be able to hear and listen from somebody. Okay? You can't do it all by yourself. So we love you. We appreciate your support. And we look forward to seeing you on next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to see you again. Smooches, deuces, peace.
It's the Overdose podcast. It's the Overdose podcast. It's the Overdose podcast. It's the Overdose podcast. Too much of anything. Too much of anything could be toxic.